And the Horned Frogs will kick it away to start us off. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Offense with a fresh set of downs. He's looking to throw it. Lets it go. It's caught downfield. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Making great decisions. That's what all of the legendary Michigan quarterbacks have done. John Navarre, Elvis Gerbach, and the guy, can't remember, drafted in the 6th round by the Patriots.
Yeah, that guy, what was his name? Tom Brady? Yeah, I think that's his name. Yeah, he was pretty good too. But when you think about Michigan, you don't always think about the quarterbacks, and you don't always think about airing it out. But again, if you want to be a great college football team nowadays, you better be able to throw that pigskin.
On the run, it's Flanagan. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. The Wolverines headed quickly to the line. While the Big Ten has expanded with this massive continent-wide geographical footprint, the Big 12 has been really shrewd in positioning and maneuvering for survival, and they look for opportunities to win on the field like they'll have today.
Yeah, and the Big Ten's kind of taking what the Big Ten wants and expanding and not really worried about anybody else. So if I'm the Big 12, I'm like, yeah, you ain't worried about me, but you're going to worry about me today and on the field, and I can make a statement and prove to some of the true blue bloods in the Big Ten.
I just love the stylistic matchup in this one too, right? You think about the Big Ten running the football, defense, physical, and then Big 12 wide open, up-tempo, air raid offense. This one's going to be fun.
A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They'll move it back, and it's 1st and 15 for this offense. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Single back formation, and they give it to it. What a nifty run there to pick up the first down. And the Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll ride the hot hand. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They go to the ground. There to stop him after a pickup of 3. It's down to the 15.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but now facing 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly complete. And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost. Turning to the running game on 1st and goal. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Wolverines. They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better.
Well, you know this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10, 15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown, everything working perfectly. They look like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So a drive there of 85 yards, and they finished it off with the score from the 4. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Looking to go up top on first down. He finds his man. He goes out of bounds after the big play, but there is a penalty marker on the field. Let's see what that one's about. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Line gets set, first down. Going to the ground. That one did not go well. Tackled in the backfield for a loss of 6.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Jones to throw. They've got the screen set up. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. One of the big storylines coming into this year was the rising temperature of the coach's seat, and the process of cooling things off starts now.
All offseason, this coach has said the right things. I'm not worried about it. I'm not focused on it. I'm just worried about our team. But, David, let's be real. He's got to win games. There is an expectation at this program to win, and if he doesn't start fast this year, that hot seat's only going to get hot.
No, and then the chirping starts, and everybody's going to be talking about his job. The pressure builds, and then what happens? Sometimes you lose the locker room, so important to get off to a good start. Try to quiet some of those haters and some of those doubters.
It is getting loud as this crowd tries to help its defense. Fights through the pile and picks up a couple down to the 16. The noise level is relentless here on second down. He's looking to throw. Makes the grab on the left. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive did.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
The Wolverines brought to the ground, but not before, picking up the first. Inside the big house, they have those big condominiums down there on the field paving the way for the running backs.
Big, huge condominiums, and every year it's a little bit different of how they wear their uniforms and how they fit their uniforms, but the style, always the same. Line up, hit you right in the mouth. That's who Michigan is.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Good timing on the quick out. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. Open runway ahead. Touchdown, Michigan! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him, and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. UCLA is currently ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Terry Donahue, this has not been a blowout today inside the Rose Bowl. They're up by 7 over Western Kentucky. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll go to the ground. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And that ball is picked off. He was looking for a little more on that return, but he hands this offense a short field at the 35.
It's so nice to see defenders squeeze that pigskin. A lot of times, in great position, you see them there to make the play, but there's a reason they play defense. Not this time. Great job securing the interception.
Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right?
Touchdown, Wolverines! That is the ultimate grab and go for the score.
I bet this coaching staff is jacked up to get this offense firing so fast early in the season, on point. A lot of times it takes time to build the rhythm. It takes time to get it rolling. This offense started the season off with a bang.
And the extra point makes it a 21-3 lead. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays, and I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this time.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And screens are all about timing, right? You want to invite the defensive line to fly up the field, and then you want to throw it right over their head. And you could tell just a little bit off, and the defense got in there so quick, got the quarterback hit before he could really get his bearings and throw the screen.
Jones wants to throw it. Trying to get to it. Blasted as he lets it go. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming.
Yeah, this offense might want to think about moving the launch point for this QB because if you take hits like that from the pocket, it's really tough to complete passes.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. On the return, it's Flanagan. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Looking left. Makes a connection. Running toward the tape. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, Michigan.
When these offenses get in a rhythm, they're hard to stop. Already up early, got a short field, take advantage of it too, get another touchdown. This offense is doing whatever they want to do and having a lot of success.
And the extra point gives them a 28-3 lead. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. D looks as if they're about to bring the heat. Jones to throw. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Man, this offense has been bad. How about the first play? Nowhere to go, nowhere to run, tackle for a loss. Second play, you get your quarterback sacked. And the third play, now we're sitting in 3rd and long, right where this defense wants to get us.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And that falls incomplete as they tried to wrap up the first quarter with a bang, but the incomplete pass takes us to the second quarter.
Michigan 28, TCU 3.
The Horned Frogs will send out the punt unit. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Wouldn't call it a shank, but I don't think he'll include it on his greatest hits. He's going to get loose. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same look.
Oh, it's on the ground. Live ball. Oh, it looks as if the defense got it. And he's brought down, and this gets the ball back for its own.
Man, and all the visions and all the great things you anticipated happening for this fella, like in the first carry you put it on the deck, like that is a frustrating start, man. What a momentum swing in this game, too. Early fumble, early turnover to get this thing rolling.
Oh, they are breathing a sigh of relief after that recovered fumble. On second down, wants to throw. He's right on target. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. And the Wolverines come to the line in the hurry-up. It'll be a run on third and short. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down marker.
The Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Got enough space. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines.
Yeah, and now this offense building that lead. It's still the first half, but I'll tell you what, shown some glimpses of why they can become a really, really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing, take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the first half.
And the extra point is true, and the score is 35-3.
TCU 3.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Man, sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
They'll run the screen. On the move at the 30. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out and in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
Jones wants to throw it. Looking down the middle. Fires into traffic. Picked off. Looking for more room. He's at the 20. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Michigan. Look, Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Nevada is in front. They've responded well to all the off-the-field chatter this week, but they still have to finish the job, and that is no sure thing right now. They're up by 7 over the Sharks. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
TCU offense will take over first and 10.
TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do have it. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Second and 10. He'll throw again. Right down the middle. Hauls it in. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. Let's go. They'll throw it on first down. They're trying to get to him. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to him, and it forced the incompletion.
Fires to the wideout. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. After making the interception, he took it all the way back and sets up his offense at the 17-yard line. And they were most fortunate to catch up to him there. He almost turned that into a pick six.
Man, and he had a convoy, too. As soon as he had the ball, he just looked around him. There was just a lot of open green, and he took off. Great job by his teammates on defense getting downfield and setting up some blocks.
Quarterback keeps it. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. And the Wolverines moving quickly to the line. Quarterback will keep it. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays. And if you can just give him a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
The run and the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines. I mean, the way this team has dominated this game, impressive to say the least.
And it's cool now because you're kicking the credit of him so bad, you start to put the backups in, and all them get to get juice and get to get some playing time, get some feel good. And the other side, well, they're just taking it right to the face.
And they did tack on the extra point. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. The kickoff team out there set to boot it away. Here's the return from inside his 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. If Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
So they'll try to salvage this drive on 2nd and long from the 12. Jones to throw. He uncorks one deep. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there almost had it in his grasp.
This defense is heating up. They got an interception the last possession. You could tell breaking on the football really, really well, seeing where the quarterback's throwing it, going to try to get it. Got another hand on it, almost had another interception.
And it's picked off for the 4th time today. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
The Wolverines will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Trying to power it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Michigan! The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it. If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
I don't know how the defense allowed that guy to get so wide open. Obviously, he's got tons of speed. We know that, but you've got to key on him and at least have 2 people running with him deep down the field. That time, that must have been a coverage bust because he was way too open.
Everybody and their brother showing blitz. Jones wants to throw it. He's going to let one fly down the middle. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
Going to try to get it himself. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down.
Well, they dial up a pass play there on 1st down, and how about the quarterback there? Buys time, he's outside, he's looking for people to get open on the scramble drill, but there's nothing happening, and just a really quick decision to decide to take off and go get another 1st down now. They've got the defense on their heels.
Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Knocked down after a gain of 1. They'll mark it at the 6.
They're strong and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. There's such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. And he's already made one. The holder will put it down at the 26 for a 36-yard try. No good. I guess the idea was to chip away at a big lead. Consider the lead not chipped away at. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. This has been an impressive first half, and Jesse, they'd love nothing better than to tack another one on before the break.
Why don't they want to stop at this point? Everything they've dialed up, they've been able to execute, throwing and running the football.
And how critical is it for this defense to get a stop? Down right now before the half. They can create some momentum on their side by getting a stop before the half.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. They'll go to the toss. Got room at the 35. He's now up to 70 yards on the ground, and he wanted to make a first impression, and he's doing that in this opening game.
And you're going to hear this guy's name a lot. They're going to ride the big fella. He's such a stud. They're going to build the offense around him. This is just game 1, but you're going to get a lot of big runs from this guy.
Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Leaves it with the back. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down.
That has got to be demoralizing if you're on defense, because they just ran the ball right up the middle, down your throats, and they gashed you.
And the Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. The give to the back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it a little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. The give to the left side. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. Running to the left. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3 spot on the board. And the holder will put it down on the left hash, a 34-yard attempt coming. Never a doubt. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Wolverines will kick it off to start the second half. No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Nothing went right in that first half, and the first order of business here. Try not to be embarrassed any further.
But the comeback is possible. Remember 2006, Michigan State down 35 to Northwestern at halftime? They somehow came back and won the game. But it all starts on one play, and that has to happen here on this first drive of the offense.
Yeah, the first possession, because your possessions, you're only going to get so many possessions, and you got to score on every single one of them. Offense, defense, special teams have to play out of their mind, but they have to believe.
Fires to the tight end. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. They saw that blitz coming, and the way to get out of it is find the tight end.
Yeah, how quick did he see that, too? He sees the blitz, understands this is a matchup where I got my big tight end, the big fella I trust. I'm going to find that matchup, get him the football for the first down.
He's going to pass. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Yeah, and unfortunately, this guy's been beat like a drum. He's been hit, sacked a bunch of times already, and another hit right here. I'm literally looking at my offensive line and be like, dude, I need some more time. You got to protect me better than this. Give me a chance to complete some passes.
You see, they need more runs like that. It's been so few and far between. Defensively, they've been in position. They've been winning their one-on-one battles, getting off of blocks and rallying to the ball carrier. This defense has done a nice job slowing down the run game thus far.
Throws to the tight end. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, they're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on third down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
Trailing by multiple possessions in the third and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Hit as he throws. That ball never had a chance, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
They're going to ride this running back.
It's the MO of this offense, and they really put a lot on the offensive line to go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in this game running the football.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll try to get outside. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. He now has 84 yards rushing, and he's making his presence felt in this first game. And the Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Big fullback's got it. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Give to the running back. Touchdown, Wolverines! And the punishment has been extended.
And everybody's getting in on the fun now for this offense. From the opening whistle, they have been up and down the field. Starters are scoring. You've got backups in the game now. And I love the play calling. These guys came to your school to play in this offense to score touchdowns, so let them go do it. Make this defense prove they can stop it.
lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. TCU has it back and the Horned Frogs go on offense. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David. He's going to throw deep right side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. Defense showing blitz here. Throws to the wideout. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Well, that one gets tipped and falls incomplete. That's been the best news on the day for this QB, man. As a former quarterback that's done this before, I can tell you, when you throw 4 picks in a game like this guy has, you never forget.
Coming after him. Escapes trouble. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
This has been a frustrating day, and I'm not sure it's going to get any better. You're already down huge. Listen, this offense can't protect this quarterback. They don't do anything right now. This defense has had their number all game long.
Wide open, and it's a foot race. Lowers those pads. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Michigan. A dynamic, explosive return. The sliver of daylight exploding through it, just vaporizing and reappearing on the other side and housing it.
And punt returners are so quick. You can play touch football in an elevator with them and lose. You can't even get your hand on them. So quick, so elusive. Does such a great job making people miss, but still going full speed up the field to get all the way to the end zone and score the TDU.
Kickoff team takes the field after the punt return for the touchdown. Let's see what they've got in coverage now. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
They'll put the tight end in motion. Jones to throw. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
Yeah, and I like the shot, the aggressive play down the field. And we like throwing those jump balls up to my receiver because usually the receiver makes the play and makes the defender look bad. Nice job by the defender getting a hand on it, tipping that ball away from the wide receiver.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. It's complete. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Playing defensive back, to me, is one of the hardest things to do in all of sports. You've got to be able to run with a world-class athlete who knows where he's going. You have no idea. You can't interfere with him. You can't touch him or it's pass interference. That DB right there did an incredible job.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection. That's reeled in. It's Fernandez. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. Let's see what they do here on third and short from the 41.
Yankee blue! Yankee blue! Down!
Looking to throw for it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on fourth down. They'll try to sneak it. And the Horned Frogs are moving quickly down the field. Jones wants to throw it. Can't hold on. He had him right down the middle, and he flat dropped it.
Yeah, you see those balls in practice sometimes. They're just off the mark. You don't know how to control them. You don't know what goes wrong, but sometimes QBs miss, and it's an incompletion.
Offense gets set for second down. He's looking to throw. And that is his fifth interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always remember your first interception. He'll always remember this moment.
Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They'll try the run. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Right back to the well. Still on his feet at the 45. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop.
You got to feel good for this kid, too. He worked so hard this past offseason to put himself in position to be the starting running back, and he's got a lot of skill, guys. He's got speed, open field running ability. I think he's going to be a big part of the offense this season.
They'll put it in play from the 40 on 1st and 10. The give to the tailback.
Running back for the carry. Mark down at the 39-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Power football with the run. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. He's racked up 92 yards on the day, and the defense has been getting a steady diet of this dude on opening day. A third down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
You can't let the same guy beat you over and over and over again. You got to make adjustments. Sometimes you got to bring more guys in the box, more guys to the football, and make sure he's not the one who beats you.
And they'll send out the field goal unit. And this kicker might be feeling it. He made one earlier, now from 49 yards out. That is no good. They blow the field goal. Something finally goes wrong.
Michigan 73, TCU 3.
TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Quick pass on the jet motion. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And they almost had another one. Rare is the occasion when you're happy to see 4th down, but it's better than throwing another pick. The Horned Frogs will bring the punt team onto the field. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Bringing it back, it's Flanagan. Slips through the line. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Final play of the quarter coming. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
In other sports around the country, Slippery Rock 42, Millersville University 21.
They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end.
Come on, set.
And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the 3rd quarter.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Michigan 73, TCU 3.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break.
Hey, Cam! Flip!
Running it to the right. Still running at the 40. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop.
Man, sometimes it just gets frustrating, and you've just been beat down all day. This defense hasn't had answers, but now you can't let them run the football and just run it down your throat and be physical. This defense has to do something different and find a way to make something happen.
They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
Yeah, and he's been dependable. I mean, he's been a guy that they've given the ball a lot. He's just been so productive, giving this offense an easy way to move the football down the field. 97 yards on the day.
Leaves it with the running back. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And it's really nice to have a workhorse running back that you know you can feed and get productive gain after gain. Now over 100 yards. You've already got some separation on the scoreboard. I would continue to feed this workhorse.
The Wolverines are threatening on 1st and goal.
42 Spider.
They'll try to get it in with the run. Pushes ahead for 2 to the 7-yard line.
Game 2 brings up 2nd and goal.
On the double.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. Touchdown Wolverines! And the beatdown has ensued.
Well, I think this home environment was just too much for their opponents to handle. There's been unbelievable noise and energy. The crowd showed up today, but how about the playmaking on the field? These guys have got dudes all over the field, and this kind of win week 1 sends a statement and reverberates all across college football.
On the move from inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man.
TCU offense will take over 1st and 10.
TCU will send its offense back onto the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
After getting nothing done on the last one, this is a big play, 2nd and long from the 11. Jones to throw. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum.
And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
Man, I've been there before as a quarterback. Sometimes you just wish the game would already be over, right? You've had nothing go your way all game long. You're trailing late. They're still getting sacks. And you just want to go back to the locker room. You want to get in the ice tub.
And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack.
And this defense came to play. They know about the high-profile QB. They rose to the challenge and dominated the competition today. They took care of business, and they made no doubt about who's the better football team.
On 3rd and long, looking to throw away downfield. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line.
Will take over 1st and 10.
And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Running back searching for a hole. He breaks a tackle. And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down, just inches away from moving the sticks. give him 96 yards rushing, and he's making sure the defense feels him in this opening game.
Okay, ready?
And still a few inches short of the sticks as they come to the line for second down.
Here we go.
Fast motion from the offense. They'll give it to the back. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks.
And he's done everything for this offense today, running the football, so much so that he's now got 98 yards rushing. We're in the fourth quarter. One more carry, and this guy could eclipse the 100-yard mark.
Now across the 50 and at the 48-yard line. They'll have it 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. They'll leave it with him. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Looking for a crease, it's Flanagan. And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
At the 43-yard line. Offense facing 4th down.
Perhaps emboldened by converting a 4th down earlier in the game, they'll try a second time. Try to get it on the ground. Runs through a tackle. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down.
Man, this offense would really like to lean on this guy in the fourth quarter, right? They've got the lead, and you just saw his ability there, breaking a tackle. He looks like he's getting stronger as the game goes on. I'd expect him to get a few more carries here before this game's over.
They knock him down inside the 30 at the 29. It's a pickup of 6.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.
Really been impressed by the balance we've seen from this offense so far in the game, but I think you got to give a lot of the credit to the running game because it's been able to freeze these defenses, help set up play action. They've been physical at the point of attack. I think that really...
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Michigan! And the pummeling has started.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get conservative because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
They'll try to add another to their lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Miami is down big on the scoreboard, and for a program that traditionally struggles to score, I think we know where this one is headed. They're trailing by 14 to Southern Miss. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. TCU has it back in the Horned Frogs go on offense. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponents.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this down the toilet, not remember it, forget it, move on for the next game. Maybe it's something right here I can create positive that carries over to practice and maybe next week.
After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. And he's thrown another interception. Never had a chance to get rolling after the pick, but he gives them the ball in prime field position at the 40.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the 4th quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over. And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
They go right back to him. And a decent game there before the defense makes the stop.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming into the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. The old coaching cliche, go 1-0 every week. And for the first week, they get it done.
Great start to the season. That's what you want. You want to come out, find a way to win. Was it perfect? Absolutely not. You're going to find things to work on throughout the season. But 1-0, that's where you wanted to be.
And I think if you're the coaching staff of this winning team, you've got to like what you've just seen. First game of the year, there was tremendous effort on the field. Guys flying around, flying to the football, trying to make the plays necessary to win this game. They definitely made a few mistakes, but that's what practice is for. But if you're the coaching staff, I think you're very, very positive right now moving forward.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.